hearing this?
Anybody hear that?
How can we possibly have the slightest idea what to expect?
Well, we're back.
Hold on to your butts.
Welcome to the Jurassic Park podcast. I'm your host, Brad Jost. Oh, this is so bad. And we're here to discuss all things Jurassic, including the movies, TV shows, music, toys, and more. Well, I lost my voice over the weekend, and this is better than it was. It's actually not too bad right now, but luckily I'm able to record this intro for you all today because we have a fantastic episode. So in episode 407, we have a great conversation from Jaye Jurassic and Ted Brothers. Jaye and Ted's Jurassic Adventures is back. Now, if you don't know anything about that, we did a segment here on the show back in 2017. There were I think there was 3 installments of that. And Ted has been a part of a handful of episodes over the years. But it's so awesome to have Jaye and Ted back together again, doing their thing. If you remember from back in the day, it was just full of nostalgia, love for the franchise, the toys, the movies, everything in between. It was such a great segment. So Jaye came to me recently and said, hey, can we do it in a live stream format? The two of us. And I was like, yeah, man, I'll do the behind the scenes production. You and Ted do the talking. And they did that this past Thursday. So if you want to watch the video version, go check it out on YouTube. You can see them talking directly right there. And it was awesome. But today I figured, you know what? I'm going to port that audio over to the episode today. Give me less talking to do because that's not going great so far. But oh yeah, there goes my voice. But I appreciate you all bearing with me this week as I work through things. But this episode has great voices behind it with Ted, with Jaye, and they're going to be talking all about. Well, they're going to try to talk about the chaos effect line. They really do their best. They had big intentions on discussing it really in full, and I think they did a good job overall talking about many of the details from that line. But boy, with Jaye and Ted come a lot of tangents, and that's the best part of this show. They talked about hybrids, talked about really how that kind of fit in with the chaos effect line, and then they talked a little bit about the Kenner toys and stuff from The Lost World and other lines, and then they talked about Mattel, and they talked about chaos theory and the hybrids in there, and then they of course talked about Jurassic World Rebirth. So it was a really awesome episode, and like I said, there's the video version of it you can go check out now, and this audio version here today. So yeah, it's a great one. So I hope you enjoy it. But as always, you can hit us up on Blue Sky to continue the conversation from this episode. And please go check out our live streams over on YouTube discussing all of the latest Jurassic news from around the world. Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. EST. I should be there. Hopefully I have a voice this week for that. We'll see. But please go subscribe to my newsletter for all things Jurassic, movies, TV shows, and my podcasts and appearances. And you can find those the link to that over on JurassicParkPodcast.com/newsletter. Typically when I do the deeper voice, it actually works fine. But when I start to go up in the register, it just completely disappears. So we're going to stay down here today. But that's all I got for the intro today. So please, without further ado, go ahead and enjoy Jaye and Ted's Jurassic Adventures.
Excellent!
Who in God's name do you think you are?
You shouldn't use my name.
Dr. Malcolm. He had Sheffield campfire stories with my uncle.
No way!
You will remember to wash your hands before you eat anything.
No, not yet. I'll give you something extra if you make it a good trip.
Ted, I have a feeling we're about to embark upon a most unprecedented expedition.
Yo, yo, yo!
Hey! Demonetize.
What's up, man?
Oh, man. Dude, it's been forever. It really has. It's been... I was trying to think earlier today. I want to say that it was probably pre-Fallen Kingdom the last time we did a thing together. And it wasn't even like a live stream. Wow. It was like a podcast back in the day. And then the first time was a little after Jurassic World, because remember the first time we did phones I talked over the phone, and then that somebody was calling me, and my phone sounded like it was a freight train. And I'm trying to play it off like, oh, it's fine. You know, we're just trying to talk, and it's like vibrating or whatever. Oh, it was awful, dude. It's my worst. It's my worst. Worst thing.
I remember that. That's why I was like, oh, right before we started, I'm like, I'm turning off my phone because I know that's gone off before. Or was it Ted? I can't remember, but it was one of us, or it might have been you one time and then me the next time. Because that's usually what happens.
Well, then the next time we did one, it was like a Lost World retrospect or whatever, and then this guy that I was playing in a band with at the time, I was working with him. He came by to get something, and I'm on the phone with you down in the basement, and he comes walking into my garage, and I'm like, no, like I'm trying to tell him, like I'm on the phone. He's trying to have a conversation with me where his amp is, and I'm like, I don't know. So yeah. I'm slightly more professional now. Slightly. Brad built us up, but prepare to be thoroughly disappointed. Anyway,
that's just how these adventures go. They're very. It's pretty much like what happens in the Jurassic Park movies. Honestly, they go there, they think they're prepared, and then no, they're not at all. That's just me and Ted. In a nutshell, when it comes to doing these podcasts.
it's that's how it all starts, and later there's rambling and tangents and nothing makes sense.
Nothing ever makes sense.
Thumbs down, unsubscribe. All right.
So what are we going to try to talk about today, Ted?
Chaos Effect. That's what we're gonna try to talk about. We're gonna go through the Chaos Effect line, and just talk about how cool it was, how weird it was, and I don't know. I think maybe would we love to see that come back in the Mattel Jurassic World line? You know, stuff like that. I think would be really cool. So yeah, and then maybe we'll touch on Rebirth and mutants or whatever.
Kind of tie it in a little bit. See, exactly, yeah. These things that we're about to talk about are literally monsters. But
they are.
It was just incredible when we were kids. Like, wow, we're gonna do that. So, do you want to kind of say what Chaos Effect was, or and we'll go from there, and we'll just start.
What was it? What was the tag? The tagline was genetically mutated dinos gone bad. That's what it was.
Yeah,
and it was, it was because some of them were obviously repaints of Jurassic Park and the Lost World line, the the Raptor and stuff like that. And then some of them were one of
those, right?
Yeah. So this is I'm on a really small screen. Yeah. So this was the only one I thought I was going to be on a wide screen, but I'm on this tiny little screen. I set up all these cool shelves with stuff on. I can't even see them. Waste of time. Anyway, and there's a delay. All right. God. All right. So, anyways, this was one that I had. Yeah. Let's roll with it. This is the one that I had back in '98, and this is the only ever Chaos Effect thing I think I remember ever having.
Wow.
But it's just it's the Jurassic Park and it's the Lost World Velociraptor in Chaos Effect colors, and I love these colors. It's striking looking, and it was always been my favorite out of the Chaos ones, just because it's very normal looking. It's just a Velociraptor, and I've done repaints of this before. I think I did it on the Pyroraptor, the Mattel Pyroraptor. I did this this paint scheme on it, and it was just kind of cool. It's just kind of like a wild looking bird kind of thing, and I really dig it. And then all the other ones, there's the ones that are like a bunch of dinosaurs all crammed together to make one big monster or whatever. And I just think that's kind of fun. It's 90s, it's that era of wild, wacky, crazy colors, neon. It was awesome. So but that's it. I didn't really.
Yeah, those cross colors back in the day. Those clothes. Yeah, it'll be all different colors. You look like a quilt walking around with highlighter colors on. So they was like, let's put that on the toys. Yeah, they'll sell. You know?
For real.
I got two of them right here myself. I'll show you guys. Right. I got this guy. Let's see, put him on the screen because
nice.
Got this guy here, and I have other ones, but these are the only two that I was able to get out of storage in the moment. And this one,
yeah.
So this was kind was a repaint of the
Yeah.
Tanistropheus, I would say,
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
original Jurassic line. I think Series 2.
Yeah.
And this one is called I think like 10. Man, I forget, like Tanacoba or something. It's like mixed with Anaconda and a Tanistropheus. But it's
Right.
basically the same figure, just repainted. But
Yeah.
this one, that's a whole new sculpt. This
Yeah.
guy here.
The
And this one was
Velociraptor Rex, or
Velociraptor.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, this is the one that's mixed with Archaeopteryx, the dinosaur that had like one of the first like feathered dinosaurs we ever found that looked like kind of almost like a bird. And this thing is in the commercial. And if you went on, well, you can go right now on Ted's Instagram. He has the original commercial.
I ripped it off of YouTube.
Yeah, man. That commercial was great. Like it really caught your attention. The sign. We didn't know what we're doing. We're just splicing dinosaurs together and see what sticks. Like what?
Just a bunch of little kids in a laboratory.
But
so
you know what's the craziest thing? You go ahead, Van.
No, so I was trying to find. I'm on Google and I'm trying to find images. I don't know how to share my screen, so I'm just gonna look at my phone. That's how I roll. What the heck? Oh, so all right, the Amargus Spinus. All right, never mind. I'm not gonna do that anymore. That one is really cool. I love the colors on that one. And what I think is cool, like with the Chaos Effect line, is even like today, it's sort of like all the customs that people have done. And somebody did one, and I can't remember who it is, but they took the Mattel Brachiosaurus. And there you go.
There it is.
Screen. Yeah. So they took the Mattel Brachiosaurus, and then they did like the big spines on it and the head swap and everything like that.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
It's massive, and it's so cool looking. I would never undertake that because I'm like, where am I going to put another one of those Brachiosaurus figures? But seeing all of the customs that people have done using the Chaos Effect line as sort of inspiration has been really cool, just to see, like, because it's super, like, a lot of talented people out there, doing these customs and stuff, and what they're able to do. Like, I've seen a ton, like, just going through Google or like on Instagram, when you look at the Chaos Effect tag and stuff like that, the hashtag, tons of awesome customs that people have done. And you should definitely check them out. They're really cool. But that Amargus Spinus, that one person that did that, I can't remember what their name is, man. I wish I could remember it. If I find it on Instagram, I'll share it in my stories. But it was really awesome looking. It's massive.
That's so cool. Yeah, like when these things came out, do you remember like going to like Toys R Us and seeing these things for the first time and like, what is that? What are those toys? So
I went to Toys R Us every now and then, like usually like around Christmas time, but for the most part it was like KB. And so I didn't know about Chaos Effect probably until it was like after Chaos Effect had already been out, kind of thing. So it was probably like late 98, maybe 99 sometime, because I would find stuff at thrift stores because I loved going thrift shopping, and that's where I got a lot of my Lost World stuff growing up, and it's just thrift stores, and that's where I found not this one, I don't know what happened to it, but that's where I found that raptor. And I always wondered, what the heck is this from? We didn't have the internet, so I mean, I had no idea. So it's like this weird mysterious line of Jurassic Park looking dinosaurs, and I had no clue that it was from Chaos Effect until a few years afterwards.
So. Yeah, like I remember, like, so when I went to like I think it was like it most likely was Toys R Us, because I never got the Bull T-Rex as a kid, and I always wanted the Bull T-Rex. And then I have the Omega. It's on the shelf all the way in the back, and it's I can't bring them down because then it would be moving a bunch of other guys.
Everything falls.
Exactly. I have the Bull T-Rex, the Omega Rex, and then the JP 2009 Rex, which is all kind of the same mold, but the JP 2009 one was like they added like articulation and more sounds and stuff. Yeah, but so I never got the Bull Rex as a kid, and I always wanted the Bull Rex, and I was like, I saw the Chaos Effect version of it. And even though it didn't have the colors like the bull, that was my bull T-Rex growing up, because it was the same dinosaur, just different like colors, and it had the same type of look, but the colors were way brighter. It's orange, I think, and black and purple.
Bright
It's got
orange.
all these crazy colors.
Yeah, bright orange, man. That sucker sticks
Yeah,
out.
it's like this. It's like this color.
Yeah.
This little cat that I have here.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's the same like with the Thrasher T-Rex. The Thrasher T-Rex is so incredibly meticulously yellow.
And that one was incredibly difficult to find. Still to this day, I don't have it. And I wish I did, but like I think you go online, those things go for like $300 or something crazy out of the box too.
Yeah. Oh, box, they're like 600, 700 probably.
Oh man, they're crazy. But it was like cool to see these dinosaurs that not a lot of people were able to get in the Lost World line, and then they repainted them. And they didn't look like the natural dinosaurs, but it was still cool to have. And like then I started seeing more of the Chaos Effect. And the thing that I remember on the box, it said, as you see in the animation, or it was something like that, right? And it always made me wonder what that was about. And I didn't know till way later that there was supposed to be an animation with these crazy dinosaurs. But
that would have been interesting to see. I kind of bummed that never happened, but I guess it was sort of towards the end of the run for a while until Jurassic Park 3. So they were like, kids are growing up, don't want to watch that. It's like what was that Ghostbusters? They did Extreme Ghostbusters or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Something was extreme. Oh, what the heck was it, man? It was G.I. Joe Extreme had their they went to like the big roided out like Hulk dudes, like they from like generic looking soldiers to just like roided out guys. And I remember they had like big launchers and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was like everything was extreme back then, and that that would have been cool to see that though, to see that line continue. But
yeah, my whole thing was like, it was funny because like, when you're a kid, you have your toys and you make up like scenarios with the dinosaurs. And I always had this like way where I would play with like, how would you get Malcolm, Grant, and everybody back on the island after everything that happened and whatnot? And I always, like, when Chaos Effect came out, I made it like this is a little kid mind. This is how it works. Like, I had this action figure of the Riddler from Batman animated series, and I made him. He was like Ludlow's twin brother, and his name was Ludwig. And he was the one that came up with like creating these dinosaurs for military purposes. And look at that. This is back in 98. And then we ended up doing that in 2015. But so that's where I had the like the way to bring back Malcolm, and especially in the Chaos Effect. If did you ever have the action figures?
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, there's like there's Ludwig.
Ludwig.
There's Ludwig Ludlow.
Why wouldn't they have the same last name?
I did. So it was really cool to like have that line, because it took Jurassic in a different perspective. And I know probably maybe it wouldn't work in the movies, but we have seen them go into that hybrid route. And I don't know, it's almost like it was like how do you say that saying? It's like something before its time, like, you know what I mean. Yeah,
we're not smart guys. I know what you mean though. Don't expect to learn anything here, guys.
Oh man. Yeah, no, this is not like a fully in-depth like episode where we're gonna tell you the history. This is just two guys talking about Jurassic, and
I can
they
barely
love Chaos Effect.
I can barely pronounce some dinosaur names, and people are like, "So what do you think of this dinosaur?" You know, and push up nerd glasses, and I'm like, "Dude, I have no idea. I can't even pronounce it." You know, people think like I love Jurassic Park, and then I'm a giant dinosaur nerd, you know, and stuff like that. And like I love going to the museums. Like when we went to the one in Washington, like that was super fun. But like my wife and daughter are like, oh, you know, so what about this dinosaur? I'm like, dude, I have no idea. Everything I know about dinosaurs, I learned from Jurassic Park. So that should tell you, you know, about how much I know about dinosaurs. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say now. I can't remember. Oh, the hybrids. So yeah, like it's like everything from Chaos Effect like led up to, you know, like the Indominus Rex and stuff like that, like these like hybrid dinosaurs, which I always thought that was a really cool like design. Like the Indominus was really like,
oh yeah, me
too. That was fun. Like I enjoyed that part of, you know, I enjoyed that part of the movie. I always, you know, I go back and forth with like, what do I like, what don't I like in the films and stuff like that. But like that, yeah, that right there, like that was just a cool design. Like I loved that. You know,
it's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. It looks so great. Like I remember being when we first heard that there was going to be a hybrid. I remember being a little, oh, I don't know, you know. And then like when we saw the first glimpse, I was like, this is cool. And then I thought that I would like, you know, I would go into the theater and see the movie and be like, I don't like this idea. And then I ended up loving this dinosaur. This dinosaur is so cool and was great in the film. Great in the film. Like the just like the carnage that it caused. It just was. It was just like it was Chaos Effect on the screen. Yeah. For me, you know,
like when
they mixed in dinosaurs.
Yeah, when he's like camouflaged in the wood, or she's camouflaged in the woods, and like those dudes are out there with like non-lethals or whatever, and like the blood drips down on the guy's arm or whatever, and he just scoops him up and just rips him in half. I was like, oh, that was pretty bad. I like that. That was rad.
It was. You watch that and you're like, wow, this one was really. I love the brutality in it. It felt very Lost World, you know.
Yeah.
And then the other ones, they kind of lessened the human kills, it seems. But that one scene where it takes on the whole ACU, it's one of my favorite scenes of the Indominus.
Cleans them out. Yeah. Cleans them out. It was awesome.
and you do a lot of those like posts on your Instagram with the military and the dinosaurs, which like kind of mimics almost the ACU going against the dinosaurs. Really cool. You know?
Well, that's what like growing up, you know, I loved playing Resident Evil and Dino Crisis. And so like when I do my photography, you know, I sort of like mash those two properties up with Jurassic, you know, Park, World, whatever. You know, it's not really like a canon thing that I do in my head, but I'm just like, oh, that would be a really cool shot, you know. And so when I do those sort of like Dino Crisis style shots, you know, that's sort of like where that inspiration comes from. It's just like people stuck on this island and they have to, you know, like that dude right there with the beard, and he's about to get just wrecked by velociraptors.
That's
you know,
so
like,
cool, man.
Yeah, and like I had that idea, and it's funny how behind the scenes of how this stuff happens. As I was out in my backyard, and I'm like, I have 2 German Shepherds, and they have destroyed my backyard. There's no grass growing anywhere. It's just a giant mud pit. And so there's like, last year I planted a bunch of grass seed, and it all washed down around my swimming pool. So now my swimming pool is surrounded by grass, and then my actual yard where I want grass has no grass. But there was this big old patch of like pretty green grass near my pool. I'm like, well, I don't want weeds and grass growing up from my pool. So I pulled it up and I was like, oh, that looks like the long grass from the Lost World. And so I was like, oh, that'd be a really cool shot. Like a dude just walking through the grass, and like the 2 raptors are just there, you know, 2 Jurassic Park raptors. Again, you know, no cannon or anything like that, but like just this guy is about to totally have the worst day of his life. And that's where that shot came from. That's grass and weeds from around my swimming pool that I brought inside and put it on my photo booth. Behind the scenes, so cool, guys. But like like I use a female character a lot in some of my shots, you know, and that sort of is like she sort of represents like the Jill Valentine and what's the girl's name from
Regina.
Yeah, so she kind of is like that, but then like, you know, because I love that so much, and then I heard, you know, Scarlett Johansson was going to be like the lead, you know, character in Rebirth or whatever. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Is that sort of like the Dino Crisis? They got like the female lead, you know, and she's sort of like
military.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, and like I kind of like that sort of sort of story that I play out in my head when I do my photographs. Well, yeah, that one was cool to make.
That one's so cool, man. Yeah.
I make all those
quick,
so
man, fast.
Those ruins are actually made from pink XPS foam, which is like insulation foam, like the foam board. And I carve out 1 by 2 inch little bricks, and then I glue them all together like in a brick wall, and I create these ruins. And they're big because I've scaled them up to go with 6 inch, because I also do G.I. Joe classifieds photography and Masters of the Universe photography. So I have to use these things with bigger scale. So I try to get those, I kind of set them back a little bit so they don't look super massive. But yeah, that's how I made those ruins. This is just out of pink foam, and I paint it and everything like that. But yeah, I have a lot of free time on my hands.
Yeah, looking at all these all the figures, and especially the long grass photo. Do you remember when we did one of the past episodes and we coined Savage Sam?
Savage Sam, yeah, the dude who turns around with his flashlight and goes, ah, yeah. I used one of the Kenner Congo characters as him one time, I think, with the Snapjaw Raptor. The dude with he's a kit bash of like Dr. Grant's hat, and then he's got like Ajay's body. But I can't remember. It's Ernie Hudson. I think is that who plays him. I can't remember.
I think it was Ernie Hudson.
It's not Ernie Hudson.
In
is Ernie Hudson? Yeah.
Was it? No.
No, it's
Ernie Hudson was in Congo, I think, right? I think he's the villain.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
It's either Ernie Hudson. It's either the guy from Ghostbusters or it's the guy from Platoon. I can't remember. I don't know. But anyways, that Kenner Congo figure, the whole Kenner Congo line fits in great with Jurassic figures, because they're basically like kit bash versions of a lot of those things. But yeah,
the weapons him too. As that.
Yeah, I think he came with Ajay's backpack.
Exactly. I have the Ajay figure, but I never was able to get, because back in the day you can order like a box on eBay for like $30, and it was just random Jurassic stuff, right? And you go through the box, and I would buy singly for like one thing. Like one time, look how lucky I got with this one. $30 box, and I saw this tail in there, and I was like, that's the Demon Carnotaur. And so I ordered it. It was $30, and I opened it up, and it had a bunch of like the dino damage stuff. It had some of the like the cage stuff for like the capture gear for like the second series of dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, Kenner. And lo and behold, it was the Demon Carnotaur. I got the Demon Carnotaur for under $30 in a box.
Nice.
And it came also with that Ajay figure. And I was like, I didn't even know they made Ajay. And it turns out like he has this huge like gun pack that he has that he wears on his back, and that's none of these weapons for the Kenner figures were in the movies. Okay,
right.
Malcolm didn't walk around with this like plasma gun, like they had these crazy guns, man. Like it was crazy.
Malcolm's giant red backpack that shoots a tranq missile off of the back of it. I'm like, dude, let's go.
What I used to do, I used to make that kind of like, since it was red, I used to make that like a flare, like, oh, there's the flare.
Yeah.
There's a flare.
Yeah, right. But Ajay had the backpack that plugged into his back, and then it had the giant like missile launcher that came down over his shoulder. And if that wasn't enough, he came with like 2 or 3 missiles. And then he had this giant blaster that came with him too. And he was like ripped. Like he was jacked.
Oh yeah.
And Ajay in the movie is like this puny little dude, and this one is just, but hats off to Kenner for making this character that, I see making Roland, like he's like the big bat, the big kind of tough guy, but like his little sidekick who just has very little screen time and then just gets offed, like in the long grass. Yeah, there you go. Dude, it's such a cool figure, man. Like, and I picked him up. Yeah, there you
go. Oh man.
Look at him. He's got biceps for days, dude.
Yo, he just finished deadlifting a T-Rex that was asleep.
Golly, man. I wish you would have had that in the movie. Yeah, that would have been so cool.
Yeah. But if like that's the thing, like if you didn't get his original weapon, it would be a different color, but you can get it off that character from the Congo, had the same weapon.
Yeah.
And the
That's what
Congo
I did.
figure is a lot less. That's what I did
That's
too.
what I did. Yeah, because I got Ajay for like $10 on eBay because I had been hunting for him like crazy to try and find one. Got him on eBay, and I think he had, I want to say maybe he had his blaster or not. I can't remember. It may have just been him. But then I picked up the Congo guy sealed in the box for like $10 or whatever, and I just gave him his weapons. And it doesn't bother me that they're not, the ones that came with him in the
Same
package.
color. Yeah.
I mean, it's the same shape. It's totally fine. It looks cool in pictures and stuff. So yeah.
I wish that they had done like the similar thing in the Congo for the weapons that the second series Nick Van Owen has.
Yeah,
because I can't find those weapons anywhere. Yeah, I can't find them anywhere, man. I have him, but I have him with no weapons, and not even the little dinosaur that came with him, which is supposed to be a Brachiosaurus, but it don't look like a Brachiosaurus.
Yeah, well, that's like
Looks
doesn't
like it's
Ajay?
melting.
Ajay says it comes with a Parasaurolophus or whatever, but that's clearly a Dilophosaurus that it comes with his hatchling. They got that wrong. Actually, God, ridiculous. Actually, it's not a Parasaurolophus. I hate it.
Oh my God. Yeah. I do it all the time too. I do it all, like at my tattoo shop. That's I am the dinosaur nerd there, and they're just one day they were doing, because nowadays, like when you're like even with tattooing and with everything else, you have to just do like a lot of content on for Instagram or TikTok. It's just the way it is now. You have to be not only a tattoo artist but an entertainer too, and all that. So they were doing one where they were asking like people questions, and they caught me off guard, and they were like, hey, what's your favorite dinosaur? And I was like, immediately, I was like, T-Rex. Why? Who's asking? Like,
T-Rex, duh.
And then I went into a whole explanation of like the differences between Scotty and Sue and these different.
Oh no!
They're like,
no.
And they're like, oh, there's a dino nerd.
Actually.
We got a Jurassic Park Workers Union 1993 saying, love this stuff. Yeah, man.
That's a cool name. The
that
Workers Union. Cool. I love that. That's clever, man. I wish I would have thought of that.
I wonder how they felt after they lost all their jobs immediately.
All right. Got eaten.
Hammond's like, spare no expense. I'm not paying you anything. Get out. Well, some of them got eaten, of course.
Yeah. I can't read that. That's too far away.
Let's see. I got it. Dotson 93. Oh, what's up, Dotson 93?
Oh,
he's pretty
Dotson.
Cool.
Dotson.
Yeah, man.
Dotson here.
We're friends with him on IG.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it went away. Well, I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Aren't the Chaos Effect humans rare too? Because I own 2 Chaos Effect Roland Tembo and 1 Chaos Effect Malcolm that I bought a couple bucks back in 2023. Yeah, they're you don't see them too often. I don't know if they go for high prices, but you do not see them too often, though.
Yeah, Roland is hard to find because he has the little Ultimasaurus hatchling.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
He's hard to find.
I think I lost that hatchling, man. I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
but
there it is right there.
Yeah, I have it. Dude, I have his weapon, but I'm missing like 2 of the missiles or 2 of the rockets. Yes, but yeah, look at him. Look at him. He's like half robotic.
Golly. That's awesome.
He's like the Terminator. I think Kenner looked at the Alien toy line and was like, let's take their like armor and gear and put it on Jurassic Park guys.
And they only did what? Malcolm, Roland,
Eddie Carr, and Data
Didn't he
Stark.
come with the Eddie Carr came with the little forklift thing, right?
The grappler forklift thing.
And Dieter Stark came with the helicopter.
Yeah,
right?
Which is actually Mattel just did that helicopter that's very similar to that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. the legacy thing, right? Or with the red raptor.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. What's crazy is that like when you look at Data Stark, he's got white hair. He
Oh
looks
yeah,
more like the guy from Avatar than the actual
yeah,
guy in the movie. Like he
yeah.
looks nothing like him. Yeah.
Dude, they well, even like the original Lost World one did not. It looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, But like
Oh yeah.
Mattel, but that was so, I love that Dieter Stark figure so much, and like I always
Me too.
wanted a bunch of the little compies, but you only ever had the one. But like he was just cool, like InGen tattoo, and he had his guns. He was just like the tough guy, and but I tell you what, man, Mattel nailed the likeness of what's his name, Peter Stromberg or something like that, whatever the actor's name
Strombor.
is.
Yeah. Strombor.
Stromberg, yeah. Dude, they nailed that from like certain angles. You look at it, and they got the face printing dead on for that little tiny 3 3/4 inch figure that they did for
Oh yeah. It looks
legacy
great.
it's
And
crazy.
it comes with the Unimog, which is
Yeah,
great because you know how many times I was on eBay just looking at different cars that fit within that range of like that 1/18 scale to make into the Unimog because I thought that vehicle so cool.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, to make him, and then when they did what was it, the Lost World Game Trail
yep.
box set with the the military car that we see. I don't know
Yeah,
what it was called.
with the
The
slide
Jeep.
out, the slide
Hmm.
out seat, right? Yeah, with Roland.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it comes with Roland. Roland spot on as well. Like they
Oh
did a
yeah,
really good job getting
yeah.
the look of these characters, which
Those
is
were
which
like
is which is
the
like usually the
yeah.
yeah,
Well, like
yeah,
the
go ahead.
the first wave of Legacy Collection, like Grant, Malcolm, Ellie, and Muldoon was like hit or miss, man. Like Muldoon was like derp
Yeah.
face, it was bad. But like they knocked out like Sarah Harding, Roland Tembo, and
Mhm.
Dieter Stark were really good. I never got the Malcolm set with the Mercedes. I was like, I don't need another T-Rex, man. Like it's too many. Just sell me the car and
He
Malcolm. I'm good.
he
But I
looks
never
good.
got that. But does he?
Yeah, he looks like he just walked out of the Lost World movie. He's got the jacket,
Nice.
the it's kind of like a burgundy shirt, I would say, that he's wearing in the movie.
Yeah.
He's got the short haircut, the stubble. They did a really good job, I think, on him. And
Yeah.
dude, the Mercedes, it's so cool
Yeah.
to have that car, you know. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like I have like a bunch of Rexes that I'm either gonna repaint or I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. There's so many of
I
them.
have a
They're like,
cardboard box out in my shed, and it's just full of because like once the Hammond Collection Rex came out, I was like, that's the definitive Rex,
mm-hmm, yeah,
and so I'm like, I don't really need one that has 5 POA and I can't move it around, and so yeah,
mm-hmm,
I've got a ton of those. So I had to back off. I was like, if I find it on clearance, maybe I'll get it. And I usually give my nephew a bunch of stuff, like stuff that I don't use anymore, and I gave him a
yeah.
big bin full of dinosaurs, all the way from like 2018 to Camp Cretaceous stuff. I was just like, I don't have room
Oh,
for
that's
it.
really
And
cool.
he's 5 years old, and dude, he plays with that all the time. Loves it, man. He's a dino nerd. But yeah,
Yeah.
I was always bummed though that I don't know, maybe they will, but never got Nick Van Owen or Eddie Carr in the Legacy Collection line.
Yeah,
Kind
same,
of a bummer.
same. I thought they would either come out with
Yeah,
because
there you
so
go.
in that legacy set that they got with Malcolm, you can interchange the back part of the car to make it look like both cars,
Yeah,
which is cool. But if they would have came out with an Eddie Carr version one where it brings Eddie Carr and you have that car already made the way it's supposed
yeah,
to be, that'd be awesome. But
yeah,
I mean, then they would probably throw in a big Rex, and it's just another Rex to have. Which I love T-Rex, I do, and I have so
yeah,
many, and I kept getting all the new ones. But then when they started kind of like throwing them in there all the time, it's just there's a lot of them.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Jurassic Park Workers Union 93 had said it was just up there, but I can read it in the chat. It says, "Oh, Nick was my guy 97 toy line. Love the updated Nick." Yeah,
Oh,
like the Kenner one, series 2. And you know which other one I really liked that was the one that was my definitive Nick for a while was the one with the high hide. Remember
yeah,
that he likes
yep,
that one looks great. The original
dude.
one didn't look like
the
him
one,
at all.
the one with he had a hat and like red hair. Didn't look anything like Vince Vaughn.
And he was
Yeah,
jacked,
he's jacked.
too.
Yeah, yeah. But then they did a second one. Like I don't know if it was like a re-release or whatever. But then it had the Nick like the what the heck is his name? Vince Vaughn head. It had that head, but on the he had the shorty shorts and like he was like the safari looking outfit, the bright yellow. Dude, Nick Van Owen got a lot of love for this line. What do you get? Like 4 figures? Malcolm got what, 2?
Yeah, Malcolm got 2. He got the glider one. Yeah, that set right there is one of the best sets ever, man.
Yeah.
You could
Such a cool
go
thing.
outside and you would like kind of screw that little thing to hold in place, and you could put that on a tree branch or like a ledge in your house, and then you just zoop down, you press the button, he zoop right back up. Oh, it was so cool. So cool.
You can just unload missiles into dinosaurs down below with that gun. God.
And those
Love
paintings,
the artwork, man.
Yeah, the artwork, man. Look at that Thrasher right there. That's so cool. Because you saw those boxes like that, and you immediately got thrown into that world. You know, like that's what I'm going to do when I'm going home. I'm going to push the Thrasher, trying to get Nick, and Nick is going to be like, "Nope, can't get me." Going back up. Whoop whoop. You know.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. He's just hanging there. What of it? Yeah. So much for talking about Chaos Effect. Surprise! It's a Lost World episode.
It's everything that has to do with Jurassic, aliens, Predator, all those things. It's just 90s, man. This is what we do. We literally talk about the 90s and how influential Jurassic Park was in our lives and with everything else. Because everything always, it's like all roads lead to Jurassic, basically.
Yeah.
You know? It's so cool, like, to talk about this stuff. But, yeah. You know, I don't know. You have anything else on Chaos Effect since we just...
All right, bye, guys. See you later. No,
the logo's dope. Look at the logo. That's cool.
Yeah,
man.
dude, that logo. Yeah.
That like fencing in the back and the like. It's almost like it almost looks like a vault if you think about it. Like all the like kind of like the screws that's got going on there. It's just it's sad that we never got to see that animation. You know. Oh, we got a message.
Another one.
Message. You got this one? Can you read it, or you want me to do it again?
I can't even read it. It's so far away. Hold on.
I got you. My screen's like right here. So, Dotson93 says, honestly, I would have loved to see Chaos Effect. Would have liked.
Oh, it's gone.
Would have. There it is.
Where are you seeing this chat at? I don't even see it.
Oh, it's on the side. It's
Do I have to click on this little bubble with the red dot?
I don't know.
All right, this is either going to work or I'm going to disappear.
Oh
hey, there's the chat.
Oh, there it is. All right, good. I'm like, oh no,
got it.
Bye, Ted. Was Dotson said? He said, would have looked like. Let me start over. Honestly, I would have loved to see what Chaos Effect would have looked like as a series. The fact that it's in own series separated from the canon where they go ridiculous as they can would have been so much fun. It would, because one thing that I did notice about the original molds, like, let me bring back this guy right here. One thing that I noticed, it was very cartoony. They looked like animations. They didn't look like, because when you got a Kenner Jurassic toy, it was like you're picking up a real dinosaur. In all honesty, the rubber skin, the details were incredible on these dinosaurs. They like when you turned around a T-Rex on its belly of a Kenner T-Rex, you see that beveling of like a crocodile belly that you see in Crash's work. It's just incredible, the sculptors that they had for Kenner. And so when you picked up this guy, it just looks sleek, you know? Yeah. And like almost aerodynamic, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I was always thrown off by that, but then like I don't know, somebody, maybe a Jurassic Park historian will correct me, but I'm pretty sure on the box it says something about an animation or something coming soon or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember that, but this like it never happened. So I didn't know if it was a real animation that was supposed to happen or not. And then you find out later on, with people going through the archives, and we have a lot of web sleuths with Jurassic now, which is pretty cool. And let's see. No, I'm probably wrong. I'm probably thinking about it. Like it's one of those like made up
Mandela
memories, I
effect.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But look at that, how cool that is that it shows you what
Yeah.
dinosaurs they used.
Yeah.
It show you the silhouettes, and then it actually tells you the dangers this thing can cause. It's so cool, man. Electronic attack streak. Oh man, this brings me back. Like just seeing that it brings me back to the toy store. Like walking into Toys R Us and seeing the aisles full of stuff.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. But oh man. What could have been, right? What could have been.
What could have been. Goodness.
But that I would say can bring us to something else. So we talked about Jurassic World having hybrids.
Yeah.
Fallen Kingdom had a hybrid. Which I feel was very misused. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel they could have done a lot more with the Indoraptor. I think the Indoraptor looked really cool. What are your thoughts on the Indoraptor?
So I didn't like, with Fallen Kingdom, I didn't really care about anything leading up to like when they got to the mansion. And then when the Indoraptor comes out in the mansion, right? That to me felt very Resident Evil. Like stuck in this mansion, you got this creepy dinosaur running around. It was very horror-like, The first part of the movie, I was like, okay, it's like Lost World, but I enjoyed that just from an entertainment, perspective. Like I just thought that was really cool, and like his design, like I love the black with the yellow or gold stripes going down. Yeah, he looks awesome, man. Yeah, but I love like the darker sort of horror aspect of it because it was very much like it reminded me of like the first time you play Resident Evil back in the day and you're in that mansion, and it's like you're stuck in here with this thing, and yeah, so I mean I enjoyed that part of it. Yeah, and it was a really cool design. I liked it, smaller, compact version of the Indominus Rex, stuck inside. It can get to places that the Indominus Rex couldn't. So yeah, I mean I thought it was pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's a really cool dinosaur hybrid that they created. I thought I love the coloring on it. And I remember seeing like artwork where there was like I guess I don't know if it's true or not, but supposedly there was another one that they were supposed to unveil. One? Yeah, you seen the artwork of that?
Yeah, the black and white
cool.
Indoraptors, yeah. He's got like the white one's got the red eyes. Looks like one of those like creepy lab rats or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got that guy, and we've already told you guys how much we like the Indominus. We told you how much we like the I-Rex. And then in Dominion, we didn't get any hybrids. We just got a kind of souped up Giganotosaurus that didn't end up doing much. Oh, that's right. Camp Cretaceous. Yeah.
So
Scorpius.
I've never watched this, so I don't have anything to say about it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Feel free to spoil it. It's okay. I'm good.
Okay, I got you. Oh, yeah, wait. We have actually a question. Jay and Ted, what are your thoughts on Scorpius Rex? Well, we just know Ted's right now.
I don't know.
Well, actually, this is perfect. This is really perfect.
All right.
Ted, just by that image, what do you think?
Oh, God. I don't know, dude. Like his head looks stupid. Like it's like a little bulldog head. Look at that. What's going on there? I don't like that. I don't know. I'm not ragging on like the designers and the artists who created the cartoon. I just it's hard for me to watch animation. Like I love live action stuff. And so I never watched. I watched the first season of Camp Cretaceous, and then I never watched whatever season this was. But yeah, that's I have that figure, like that new one that came out. I thought was pretty cool. Like if it's cool, I'll buy it. And especially because Mattel started doing like the real teeth, like the rubber, like inserted teeth instead of painting the teeth, and I think that helps it look pretty cool. I was gonna do a shop with this though, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the concept of the creature.
Yeah.
But it was like I think it was more of like when they were trying to create it, it just came out more derpy and more kind of like an accident because it looks crazy in some scenes. But it
So
was
that's
a
a cool
pretty.
shot. That's
Mm-hmm.
a cool shot. I like that. That I mean,
But it has really cool features. Like you see those quills, they're
yeah.
poison.
Oh,
And
are
it's
they?
got like a very, very like potent poison. Yeah, it actually poisons one of the characters on the show.
He looks like
And
he just stubbed his toe, and he's like, "Oh, stepped on a Lego."
had a weird roar too, very strange roar.
Yeah,
But it was out of the 3 hybrids that we've gotten in like the universe of Jurassic right now, I feel the Indominus and the Indoraptor looked more like the plausible ones that fit, and
yeah,
the Scorpius Rex felt like more, I would say honestly, like a Chaos Effect because it had more
yeah.
of an animation look, and it has the way it moves as well in the show. It moves almost like you know those like puppets on strings, the quartets or
Marionettes.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, marionettes. There you go. Those guys. It looks like that. It moves very like
Okay.
creepy. You know, it
Yeah.
was meant to be really creepy, and it actually looked all right. But I would say still the Indominus is still my favorite out of those
Yeah.
three guys.
I think it's like
So
for
now,
the Indominus is like almost, it's been long enough now. What is it, like 10 years that it's almost
hmm
nostalgic? Has it been long enough for something to be
yeah,
nostalgic? 10 years. So like when I was looking for stuff for the show tonight in the bins out back in the shed, and I have like a Jurassic World bin that just has like all of the Jurassic World stuff, like the tchotchke things, and then a lot of like
hmm
the Indominus Rex like artwork and stuff on packaging or whatever. And it's like, oh, that's like, I remember that when it was 2015, and that was like the Hasbro, the Dark Ages,
oh
of Jurassic
yeah,
World. But like, it's sort of like nostalgic, because like I think we took Lex. Was she 12, 13, 14? Yeah, I think she was there. So it was like her first time seeing like a Jurassic World movie in theaters and stuff like
oh
that. And I
wow,
thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's more like nostalgic for me with the Indominus versus like anything newer, because it just hasn't
hmm
had that like, it's not, I don't know, like that impact. I don't know, kind of, maybe it's not, maybe that's weird. I don't know. Maybe that's why, I don't know. I like derpy chaos effect stuff, but like,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, orange T-Rexes and that thing right there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
Dominus
always just
Rex.
love the wings on this thing. Look at it.
Yeah.
Those wings.
Is
It's
he
like
real feel? Has he got like a real feel skin or
um
tail?
so the wings have like more of a bendable type of plastic.
Oh, okay.
But the body is solid plastic and the head has as well like bendable type of plastic, but it's not
Oh,
real
okay.
feel.
What was
It's
the one
more
that
rubbery.
what the heck one was that? It was the pet. Was it the that yellow one that was like the raptor or whatever and the parasaur together? The yellow one with the purple. Didn't it have like
Oh,
a real feel
I
neck?
think yeah, it was like a Paradynamicus, I think it was, or
Yeah.
something like
He
that.
had the
Yeah, I
chunk of
have
tail
that.
missing from the back.
Yeah, I have that one somewhere.
Yeah. I
I
couldn't
have that
find
one
it for the show.
too, and um, it's the only one, except for the repaints. It's the only one of like those figures that had kind of like because it had some type of action with its neck where it like kind of extends its neck
Yeah.
or
Right,
something.
right.
So it had like this kind of rubbery neck, but
Yeah.
the rest of it is hard plastic.
Yeah, hard plastic.
Um,
Yeah, there it is right
and
there.
all the other ones, there it is, yeah, and all the other ones have like bendable plastic and hard plastic, bendable plastic, hard
Yeah.
plastic. Yeah, look at it.
So that, yeah. So
I
like
always,
there is some seriously awesome like fan art of this
oh yeah,
character that people have done online, and like I've used it as like inspiration for I've done a repaint before of this,
excuse me.
but I want to say it's is it W Rex? Somebody, I can't remember who is it, but they've done some drawings of it, dude, and it looks creepy. Like they've done a good job at making it look less like these sharp purple lines and giving it actual like natural looking purple stripes. And they've done the way that they've drawn it, man, it just looks awesome. Like that's on like a lot
Yeah.
of the chaos effect, like the fan art looks so cool.
hmm Funny enough, I drew this guy a long time ago too in more of a realistic tone as well.
Yeah,
I don't. It was a long time ago, so I don't even know if I could even put
they
up the
work.
drawing, but it is
They
on my
work.
Instagram.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
work so well when
it's
people do
really
a
cool.
realistic. Yep.
Yeah, which brings us to like, you ever seen realistic renditions of the Ultimasaurus? I think someone has one in the background.
Oh, segue. Hold on. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about chaos effect. I have to talk
We
about
can't
this right here.
we can't talk without this one.
Yeah.
Look at
So
that.
so this right here is I've done a lot of customs and painting and stuff over the years, and this is the one thing that I'm the most proud of to ever have worked on. So this is a custom figure made by Surrey Tech right here. Shameless plug. Can't even see it. Probably blurry. So this was worked on by Rod's Random Work. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen him. Phenomenal sculptor,
Really
3D
cool.
sculptor.
Yeah, really cool dude.
And it was sculpted and printed by Gary too. And Andy Harness did the box art. And Andy is a
Awesome.
phenomenal artist, but he did all this box art all in the back. I mean, it's amazing looking. And so I painted this is the paint master that I painted. And then I sent it back to Gary. Hold on, let me see if I can. There we go. I sent it back. I don't know if you can hear me. I sent it back to Gary, and then he made stencils, so he was able to reproduce this thing multiple times when he did a run of it. And it's just so cool seeing it in person, like with the package. It's like everybody's just super talented who worked on this thing, except for me. I'm not very talented. I lucked out with this, but Gary is he's making another run of these, and he's actually come up with a way to, because the original one I believe had real feel skin, like rubbery sort of bendy skin.
Okay.
So he's
the
found
tail
a way
probably,
to,
right?
Yeah. So he's actually printed the new ones, and they're gonna have like the rubbery tail, so it can actually like move, and it's not like this one is stiff. So like display only, but like, yeah, so the 3D resin that he's using is soft and bendy. So you can actually move the tail, and like the stomach feels like it's sort of like, it's got that old Kenner kind of feel, when you squeeze the figure. But yeah, it was just an amazing project to be a part of, and to have this thing right here.
It's so
It's
cool,
amazing.
man.
Yeah. Everything on it is just spot on, like just the way that everything moved. I wish you could see it better. I think I posted pictures on my Instagram page, but I can't remember.
I love
I'll post
that
them.
even the inside of the box has the DNA scans from Chaos Effect.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
So
like
cool.
the attention to detail, and like the cardboard is like a nice solid cardboard. But yeah, I would go and follow these guys, Rod and Andy and Gary on Instagram, because he's doing another run, and I've actually got one that I'm working on now. I'm going to be doing the Night Hunters version. So that's the purple one.
That's
remember,
right.
It was the purple one with the white horns and everything. So that's the one I'm working on now, and that's going to be with the like the real feel skin. But yeah. Oh no! Everything's falling, Jay. Everything's falling off. Gracious.
Yeah, that's actually cool that you mentioned that. Yeah, they did have a Night Hunter series, and that was a series that never made it to the light. And they had actually Deinonychus, I think, that was supposed to come out. And it was like everything had a more like purple and dark tone.
Yeah.
And it never happened. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Oh no, I think that's there it is.
So that test shot, or that I guess is a test shot. That looks blue, but some of the pictures that you can see on, there we go. That one's like a little more of a purplish tint with the orange belly. So that's the one I'll be doing next. I've got it primed. I just need to not be lazy and paint it. I just need to do that. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing next. I'm lazy, man. Sorry. It's
Dude,
cold.
I have a Spinosaurus sitting in that room. Remember I talked to you not too long ago? Now I'm saying not too long ago. It was like maybe like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
About it. Yeah, it's primed. It's just waiting for the painting, but I need to find like a good 4 or 6 hours that I can just have to myself to work on it, and I just can't find it. Mine is just I'm busy with everything else, and then it just moves stuff aside for Jurassic, which
it gets like that sometimes, and especially with like paint, like especially trying to do like full repaint videos. Even lately, it's just I'm so busy at home, and like sitting down. It takes me like a week to paint or just to come up with an idea, and then film it or paint the thing, and then mess up and then have to redo it again and that kind of stuff. And so it's like, so it takes like a week just to do the video, and then I have to edit it, which I hate doing. If it were up to me, my videos would be like 60 minutes long, and it would just be me just fussing around at my table, but like I have to edit them down, so they're manageable. But yeah, I need to get back to doing it again because I've got stuff that I'm working on, so this was like the first thing I had painted in a long time. It's the Spinosaurus from Rebirth, right? So I just sat down one day and was like, I'm just going to paint. I'm not going to film it. I'm just going to paint it. But then I turned my camera on. I was like, I'll film it just in case. But then I never did anything with it. But yeah, so I did that one.
Cool, man.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was expecting to see the full reveal, and it was just cool.
Yeah. And then I'm working on this one. This is the Hammond Collection Allosaurus. Working on doing a brown Allosaurus. Yeah. And so my goal with this one was to use as little paint as possible and just play off the factory plastic. And so it's still the base color, like that base plastic, but I use the my favorite I always call it the secret weapon in my videos is transparent burnt umber. That's like liquid talent in a bottle. And so I just took some so you can make anything look cool with it, so I'm still working on this one. He's super glossy because that ink is like crazy glossy when you put it on stuff, so I need to varnish it. But I filmed this too, so I'm trying to film stuff and get things together, that way I can put some repaint videos out. But I'm really waiting for Rebirth to come out with new product that I can paint, because it's like I feel like I've been doing this for like 8 years now, doing YouTube videos, and like I feel like I've painted everything, I've done everything, and like I think, I'll paint a T-Rex. I'm like, I've already done a T-Rex, I've done the bull T-Rex from the Lost World, I've done Spinosaurus and all its different variations, it's like what's left to do. So like I need new stuff, and I think with Rebirth it's sort of like breathing some
Restart.
like new life, and
like refreshing,
and
refreshing.
Yeah, find some new stuff to do, and I think that's what I'm just waiting for. I'm waiting for new product to hit, or Mattel to send me free product. Love you, Mattel. Send me free stuff to paint.
I wish Mattel would send me something, but
I got all that Hammond Collection stuff. Was it like last year? They sent me. They sent me this, and I did some photography with it. This dude.
Oh yeah, I love that figure, man.
Yeah,
that figure.
This right here is. This is peak Hammond Collection, dude. Like it's so good.
Yep.
Like the eyes bother me sometimes because it's like you have to get the lighting just right, and a trick to get the lighting when I do it is you have to have like a little tiny light cube or something like that on its very lowest setting, and you have to like almost put it behind your camera and shine it like up, not enough to where it, like the light cascades on the figure, but just enough to catch the eye, and the eye will light up yellow. It's inconvenient as all get out, dude, but like they look good when the eyes actually like work like they're supposed to. But yeah, this right here, this and the Allosaurus are like, to me, like peak Hammond Collection. Like it's just
same.
It's next level,
as well as the Therizinosaurus too.
Yes,
that thing,
another one, dude.
Looks great.
Like whoever worked on these at Mattel, like give these people a round of applause. Give them a raise. I mean, it's just just good. Like I love, like they've improved the bendiness in the tail, and the way everything moves. I would love. I don't know, I say I would love it, and I would probably hate it if they did it, but like a waist joint to where it can move side to side a little bit more range of motion wise, just for me, for when I do photography. But it's on the T-Rex, and that the T-Rex is like super like janky now. Like it's just worn out over all the years of me like moving it around. It's been a long time, right? What's it been like? When did this come out? Like 2020? The T-Rex?
It came out, like 20. I'm gonna say like 2021, 22.
Yeah. See, he's all janky now.
Oh yeah.
Like janky and squeaky.
I have that one, the Therizinosaurus and the Gigantosauros, all like kind of like emerging on this one shelf up there, where I have like of all three. And I wish I could move my camera around, but my cat's probably like running around somewhere and stuff. I don't know. Let's see.
You expect Mattel to remake Chaos Effect figures, and I mean that'd be awesome. Like modernized,
that would be
cool. Like somebody mentioned on the video I posted earlier today, the Chaos Effect one, it being like Jurassic World Evolution or something like that, where like they would
do
almost like the Legacy, where it's like we're doing Kenner stuff, but we're not saying it, like that kind of thing, where it would be, I think that'd be awesome. I'd be down.
I think people would love to see. Well, I don't know about everybody, but I know you and I would definitely love to see some Chaos Effect figures that were never like released or re-released and imagined, because the one that they're doing with Reimagined, they're bringing in, like, for example, the Carnotaurus. Now they have the soft feel one, the real feel. You got that one?
Oh, let me get him. Oh my god, everything's falling. Yeah, this right here is awesome.
There he is.
Like, I love this thing. Like the real feelability. Are the batteries in it? No, I took the batteries out. I don't like batteries. But yeah, this is awesome. Like, I would have loved to have seen this dino thing in the tail, like the original Kenner one, like the chunk of dino damage chunk out of the tail.
Yes,
they put it in the light. But yeah, I love this, and I'm a Hammond collection junkie. Like, that's what I prefer, Hammond collection. I wish I wish they did this on the Hammond collection Carnotaurus with the articulation, because that works so well for photography. So like when I was doing some shots with this thing, I actually had to put a metal wire down its throat through its body so I could bend its neck to get it into like a dynamic pose. This makes for great TV. I had to do it to where I could get it to where it looked like it was like looking at the character and chasing it, but there's little things like that I have to do. But I love this. I just wish it was on the Hammond collection mold.
Oh, we got the last comment. The T-Rex from Hammond collection has aged quite poorly, to be honest.
Yeah,
I gotta agree, man. They got to do an updated version after coming out with the Carnotaurus Hammond collection, the Allosaurus Hammond collection, and the Gigantosauros and Therizinosaurus. Yeah, there has to be a change. We have to,
100%.
and my whole thing is they're probably gonna do that for Rebirth, but no, I would like to see a good version of Rexy, or at least a bull.
Yeah.
When we get in the bull, man. Like, I know they did like kind of, what was it, like that crowdfunding thing, and it didn't work out, and then but like people wanted that bull T-Rex. We want the buck. I mean, the buck T-Rex, not the bull.
That was silly to pack. That was silly to pack the Lost World T-Rex in with Jurassic Park gates, man. I mean, come on, dude. What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
I hated that. I backed it like a schmuck.
So did I.
Hated it.
So did I. I think me and you talked about it. We were talking about it. We're like, I don't want it, man, but I'm because I really want that buck, man. I didn't care for Timmy with human toast. I didn't care for that. I in the car. Cool, but no, I wanted that buck, and I wanted those gates with the music. Like, dude, I was like already imagining having those gates and just letting the music play and just falling asleep to the sounds of the forests and jungles of Jurassic. It's like,
the same 10-second clip all night long.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what. Speaking of which, I went to Universal Studios Orlando with my wife and daughter, and I was as a Jurassic Park nerd. Seeing Jurassic Park for the first time was pretty awesome, right? And like, I rarely geek out about stuff, but I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like, seeing the visitor center across the lake, it was awesome. And then so they went on like Harry Potter rides. I don't care about that. And I was like, she's like, you sure you want to get in line? And I was like, no, I'm not waiting 90 minutes to ride Harry Potter rides. I'm just going to go walk around Jurassic Park and like check it out. And so walking around, it was like the da 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 song, and it was just on repeat over and over and over again. And I'm like, I've heard this song 100 times already. I'm like, I bet the people who work here, it just drives them nuts listening to the same section of Jurassic Park over and over again. Oh man. But that was really fun though. I had a good time. The Spinosaurus, seeing that big thing coming out of the the bamboo
right
and then
behind.
the big
Yeah.
T-Rex. Yeah, the big T-Rex that they have there. I was like, I was standing there just like, oh, staring at it the whole time, dude. I loved it.
Was that the first time you ever went there?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
It
yeah.
was.
But my first time that I went there was back in 2003. I was I was like 16, 17 at the time. I went to go visit a friend, and I told him I was gonna go visit him, but I had one request. I'm like, you gotta take me to Universal Studios, and he did, but he didn't want to go in there. And I was like, dude, I'll pay for your ticket. It's fine. Like, I have a couple extra bucks. I can pay for your ticket. And then I'm in line, and this guy randomly walks up to me and goes, "Hey, I got do you want a ticket?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, just take it. I can't go inside, so go ahead, take it." Now I thought it was like a scam, and I was like, "All right, whatever." So I grabbed it, and then when it scanned, it worked, and I was like,
Nice.
"Dude, it now like I have extra money. You can definitely come." And he's like, "Nah, I don't really feel like it." I'm like, "Oh my god!" So what I had to do was run through the park while my friend was waiting out there. And it just made everything like I went through everything. I went to the store, I went here, I went there, I went there. I did everything that you could do. Like back then they had meet like a triceratops meeting or something. Like you could meet a triceratops, and they don't have that anymore. And I actually posted pictures of that recently. My trip to Universal back in 2003, and I posted it with my Jurassic Park collection. I mean Jurassic JP3. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
With the
I saw that
Jurassic
one.
Park 3
Yeah.
figures? Yeah. So if you go through there through
Glorious.
the slides, you'll see like that Spinosaurus that you're talking about. You'll see like the visitor center, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I went on the ride. It was incredible, but I always felt like that experience was so because of the fact that my friend was waiting and I had to rush through everything basically. Yeah, there we go.
There you
There's
go.
some of the pictures.
That's vintage Universal Orlando right there. Jurassic Park, man. Look at
those
that.
are
Look at
all
that.
on film. That's film pictures, like printed film
Nice.
pictures from a disposable camera back in the day.
Dude, look.
There it is. Triceratops Discovery Trail. Yep,
Nice.
exactly. You gotta roll
Hope it's in focus.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
That was such a good time. But there's the Triceratops.
Oh
Discovery.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder what that lady's up to nowadays.
I have no idea. She was like yelling in that moment or something. She was like, it's a Triceratops. Look at my focus and my camera angles.
Dude,
really
what's
bad.
up, man? Jurassic Park.
I was such a bad
Come on,
photographer.
Jay.
I think, dude, I think I was just too excited and just was like randomly snapping shots as I was walking around.
I didn't know that this place had been. I didn't know it had been there for that long. When did?
And then that last photo is actually my collection back in the day.
Yeah,
Not
there you
everything,
go. Yeah,
but a good amount.
Look at that. There's the big orange Rex. Glorious.
Yeah, look at that. And you can see the Omega in there, which is the.
So how long is Universal Orlando? How long has Jurassic Park been there in Orlando? Because is it like
I don't know,
past 20 years?
I know.
Because I went to Universal back in
LA, right?
No. So I went to Universal Studios in like 1993. I was 9 years old. I'm 40 now. I'll be 41 this year. So when I went, there was no. I mean, Jurassic Park had just came out, but like the rides there were like Jaws and King Kong and E.T. Back to the Future. God, I'm old. Ghostbusters was there. The Blues Brothers was a thing. I don't know, but yeah. So there was no Jurassic Park there when I went, but I guess there wouldn't be because the movie, I'm assuming, had probably just came out that summer. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 96 maybe. Oh no,
1999. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think 96 is the one in Hollywood though, right? I think so. Because they have like this picture of Jeff Goldblum and Steven Spielberg lighting up the torch on the gates.
Nice.
I've seen that picture many times, and I think it was like it might have been 90. I think it was like right before Lost World that they unveiled the one in Hollywood, and then Universal came after. And if you go to both, I prefer Universal Orlando more than the original one. It's the original is smaller. So much smaller.
My daughter just left a comment. She says, "Oh my gosh, my comment was on screen. I'm running away. Go to bed." I'm just kidding.
Oh man,
you got school tomorrow.
Oh, there it goes. Casey Stevens
after
says
Lost
after
World.
TLW.
Okay. Oh, what's up, Casey? I'm behind on the chat. Hey, Casey. Casey's my buddy. He lives here in the same town I do. We actually met on Instagram.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, we've gone to see. What did we go? We went to go see Dominion together. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah?
He's got. Now you want to talk about somebody who's got? She goes, "Oh, you want to talk about somebody who's got an awesome Jurassic Park collection, boxes and stuff of it, dude."
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I tell him anytime he can just leave it here at my house, I'll store it for him.
Yeah, he wants to see like what's going on in the comments. We've kind of like not even.
I know, right? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm horrible at this.
Yeah, we've just been just talking. It's
just my daughter trash talking me. That's all that's happening. What is she saying? I'll turn the Wi-Fi off. Oh man.
Toy Box Mafia.
Yeah, Toy Box Mafia.
Wait. Okay, I think I know Casey as well. Then.
Yeah.
Because Toy Box Mafia, I'm pretty sure I follow Toy Box Mafia on Instagram. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
What's up?
We should have had him on because he's got all the chaos effect stuff. He could have showed it live.
We do it. Bring him on for another Jay and Ted's Jurassic Adventure.
Yes. Jay and Ted Strike Back. Star Wars stuff. Whatever. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I have some of that right here too. I got Mandalorian. Yeah, let me see if I can bring him off. There he is.
Okay.
Mando.
There you go.
You know? And I got like the little Grogu there too, but I put like these like little tacky tapes under them so they don't move off my desk because there's a bunch of stuff on there. I got Joker, I got Ren and Stimpy, I got Godzilla, I got Hammond, I got Our Real Monsters. It's just 90s shelf, basically. You know? This is just how I roll with this. I got Rick and Morty too there and stuff like that. Yeah, that's just, it's all toys, you know? Because I always say, like, I feel like it, like, if I did like a video where it showed my desk, like you can tell what like my fandoms are or what I like just by looking at my desk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, this comment says, "Do you think Ultimasaurus by Blue Furry Designs?" Okay, so that is.
There we go. That's bringing us
awesome
right
artist.
into
Great segue too. Blue Furry.
Thank you.
They are amazing painter. They make some really cool stuff.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, on Instagram. Yeah, it's insane. It makes me hate how bad I am at things.
There we go.
Yeah. So perfect segue. So yeah, do you think the Ultimasaurus would have been a better in the new Jurassic World Rebirth movie instead of the strange mutant? Absolutely. I would have loved to have seen the Ultimasaurus come out of the red smoke.
Oh
God,
man,
that would have been awesome.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
You know, we still don't know what they're really gonna do in this movie to make this thing make sense. You know, so
yeah.
But would I have preferred a Chaos Effect Ultimasaurus? Oh yeah, definitely.
That would have been rad.
You want to mix all these dinosaurs and make some crazy stuff going on? Yeah, put that one in there. But
yeah,
this thing. What's your opinion on this thing?
I don't know. I mean, to me, I was like, I enjoyed the trailer, and I was like, all right, so cool. And then it was like, boom, this thing comes out. I'm like, what is that? What is that? What are you doing,
I don't know, man? He
looks like the cave troll from Lord of the Rings.
A bit, yeah. Have you seen somebody did like this like CGI type of image running next to Rexy, and it's like it has this. Well, this is an interpretation of the artist, but it has almost like a T-Rex tail, and like these. It's supposed to be like a T-Rex
He's got
clone
like little.
gone bad.
He's got.
Yeah, it's got the
This
T-Rex
is my
arms.
strong arm. Yeah, this is coming out of his belly. This is my strong arm.
I'm telling you, man.
Scary movie.
There's some. Yeah, scary movie. I'll tell you, this thing has some brachiosaur DNA in too, man. Look at those other arms.
Jeez, dude.
Definitely just can't be T-Rex, man. There's no.
Yeah.
You know what happened? They were in the lab. Hammond's calling them. Hey, where is my T-Rex? I need that. We got the cage set up. We need a T-Rex here. Yeah, I got you, Hammond. And what happened was they had the T-Rex DNA. They had a brachiosaur DNA. And then he had a piece of gum that he left on his desk. And by accident, when he got frazzled by the call from Hammond yelling at him, he dumped them all into the DNA thing. And that's what they
look
created.
At that arm.
Yeah, look at that thing.
King Kong's going to come out and they're just going to have a big King Kong battle. Awesome. Dude, but so all of this aside, I am excited for the river scene. If they play it out like the novel,
Me too.
You know, like that
Me
to me
too.
is like, okay, that's worth the price of admission, you know, like the Dilophosaurus and then the T-Rex is sleeping, you know, and they got to get into the raft, which I'm assuming is that yellow thing right there. I'm assuming that's a raft.
Probably, yeah. I think that might be the raft.
Because I think that ship looking thing it looks like some sort of Higgins boat, you know, like with troop transport Higgins boat during World War II.
Yeah.
They would drop down on the beaches. So that drops down and the raft comes out. That's what that looks like. Or something like that. But
like
either way, regardless of what that is.
Like amphibious vehicles.
Yeah, the Higgins.
Like they have,
But that's what it looks like. And they get in that raft and then they do so that's what I'm excited about.
Do you think the T-Rex is behind that like mound of grass right there?
Yeah, so that long grass, that's where it probably is like laying down and sleeping.
And that's the T-Rex.
Yeah.
You can see its stripes. Yeah. Oh, and then
And
she gets scared by the Dilophosaurus and the T-Rex.
She chose the worst outfit to wear to a tropical jump. Look at this. She can get bit by mosquitoes. What are you doing? Put some pants on. Some jungle boots. God. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'm excited about. I think that's going to be because she turns around and it's like, what's up?
Oh, yeah. Right
and then, they get in the river. That's what I'm excited about. I really can't wait to see how they do that if they play it out just like in the novel, you know. Because I'm assuming there's like two kids there, which are like, is she like one of the kids, or is she like the Lex of this movie, and then there's like a little boy?
Yeah, there's like because it's supposed to be like a family of scientists that get caught up in this as well. So, I mean that's what the synopsis said, like a family scientist, and then the main synopsis is trying to get DNA from the largest creatures ever to be on our planet, which would be the Titanosaur, the Mosasaur, and the Quetzalcoatlus. So, but this T-Rex is completely new. Like, did you notice it has like that thing that not chameleons, iguanas have right there on its chin? It's got like this round like nodule. You can kind of see it a little bit, and you see it more on the toy. Yeah, so I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's like because they did say that this Rex was going to have more osteoderms, more like bumps and stuff on its face. Yeah, look at it.
It looks great.
I think it looks awesome. Love the striping on it too.
It's like thick looking, you know, like it looks like a mean dude. He's just trying to take a nap.
Scar on its leg.
Yeah,
it's got that weird scar. I wonder what that's about.
I love the coloring on it, like that yellow and it's that yellow and brown. I don't know. I'm bad with colors.
It's almost like a tiger stripe T-Rex. You know?
I love it.
And I don't know, man, but the tiger stripe raptors are my favorite. So
yeah, dude. Well, the raptor. So the raptor coming back. That image that's been going around.
Yep, that's true. Like we got an image of what the raptor might look like.
Yeah,
you know,
the feathers.
And yeah, it's got the like feather quills on the back, and you notice it has like almost like a mix of tiger stripe and
on the nose,
like something else on the nose. Yeah, it's really crazy looking. maybe it's like an evolved form from the JP3 ones. But then again, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of speculation on what this island is like the first island or this and that. I don't know.
Right.
It's all speculation now until we see it.
Yeah,
There it
right
is.
there. Yeah, that's cool.
Look at that thing. I think it looks awesome.
I love
and I've seen an actual animation of it too. Walking, and it looks great.
And the paint job looks really easy. I can recreate that easily. It's not a difficult one. I don't like difficult paint jobs. Gray with black stripes, some airbrushing on the face, done.
See, yeah, like it has a little bit of a tiger stripe right there, and then it just stops.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
cool.
Like gray with like I would say like almost like a pale gray with black stripes on the back.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I love
cool,
that it has the quills. It's like it is definitely a mix of like the traditional Raptor, JW Raptor, and JP3 Raptor. It's like a mix of all three, which is good. Like I feel like in that mixing them all together, you're gonna come out with a really cool looking dinosaur. So I can't wait to see these guys in the movie because it's not Jurassic without Raptors, man. You gotta have Raptors.
You gotta have them. Yeah,
that's what I always felt about the like Fallen Kingdom. And they kind of rectified it a little bit with Dominion. Like Fallen Kingdom having Blue be the last Raptor, I always felt like, oh man, that sucks. Like I always hope that like, because at the end of Jurassic World, do you remember like when Blue is like walking away, and there's like a very faint little like sound, and then Blue like darts left or darts right. I can't remember which way. And I'm always like, oh, it's one of the other Raptors survived. And then when you go into Fallen Kingdom, they're like, no, it's the last one. I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
You know? And then Dominion brought us the Atrociraptors, which were awesome. I like the Atrociraptors a lot. But I always have the
scene when they all come out of their little cages and they just wreck those dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's man, they're vicious. And like I know you say you don't watch
Jason Bourne's across the roof.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, come on.
And the one that's chasing her is the Tiger Stripe one.
Yeah.
I think the actual Atrociraptor's name is Tiger. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one. And then I know you say you don't watch the animations, but the new one, Chaos Theory, it's got a lot to do with the Atrociraptors, and it's actually pretty good.
Are they like the big bads in it? Are they the big bad dinos in it, or is there? Oh, okay.
In a way, yeah. There's like this it's like this creepy lady that's like, I don't know, man. Something wrong with her, but she controls them with a whistle, and she doesn't blink. Like I don't know if you saw. I actually customized one to look like her. And I posted it a while back. Yeah, that's her. Everyone calls her the Atrociraptor Whisperer or whatever.
Is that the blonde lady from Dominion, or is that a different?
No,
character?
that one right there.
That's her. Oh.
Yeah, look at their reaction. Yeah, she's so
What's
creepy,
up with the forehead?
Man.
What are those bangs going on? Oh,
no eyebrows. No eyebrows.
That's what the mutant in Rebirth is gonna. It's just gonna be her. That face on it.
It's her. God. It's her final form. Her final form is the mutant.
The final boss battle is just a giant version of her. Oh, that's a
dude. She creeped me out, man. I'm watching the show and I'm like, oh man. She doesn't say a word. Oh wow, look at that one.
Yes.
It's very strange, but like, see, like she controls them, like more than Owen.
Yeah.
Very weird. But
the bangs, I can't get past the bangs. Just grow the bangs out a little bit. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
look at that.
There she is. That's her at the end. The red looking one.
Yeah. God.
Because this is what they've been wanting to do for a long time, like mixing human and dinosaur DNA. And I don't know. I feel like she either is like, I don't know. It would go way down left field, but like maybe she's mixed in with some raptor DNA. Like Owen said, I don't know why they didn't tell us. Part raptor. She's part raptor.
Her bangs are too short.
The bangs, dude. She has no eyebrows.
I can't
it's
get
like
over that.
this, like
Shaved them right off.
know?
Oh, it's horrible.
Ugh. Well, I
Ah.
don't think the dinosaurs have eyebrows. So,
Oh,
whoa,
God, look
whoa,
at that.
oh,
It's even worse with
oh,
no eyebrows.
oh my God! That side profile. That's something
Ooh,
else.
that's rough.
Oh man, I think she beats the cats on
I don't know if I can
that
watch.
nose.
No, golly. That's a pass for me. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that.
Gonna
I'm
give
just
you
gonna
the
pass on
nightmares, huh?
it. Yeah, Mattel didn't make a figure of her. Clearly, right? I don't think she ever got one.
No, that's why I ended up making my own. I was like,
Straight to the clearance bin
you
with
know what
that
I
one.
did? I ended I ended up I ended up taking the figure from that was my cat was scratching the bed. I ended up taking a figure from Indiana Jones that Russian spy or whatever. Did you see I think it was Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Is that with Charlotte LaBeouf?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
Remember
yeah.
the
I watched that
villain?
one.
She has that
Yeah,
same type of haircut. So I
yeah.
took her figure. I shaved off the eyebrows. Oh, there she is. There.
Okay, there you go. Oh, perfect. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I updated her.
Her-
Now she has like regular like skin arms. I actually took arms from somebody else, drilled really small. Like I had this tiny little drill
yeah,
on the Dremel, and drilled these tiny little holes to implement like arms from another figure from Star Wars.
yeah,
And I repainted and took off some of the paint from the legs, so it actually looks like more like pants instead of like big boots.
right.
But yeah, she looks a lot more different than that one. But
You gave her better bangs. Her face looks more proportionate than whatever is going on there.
yeah.
Her 5-finger forehead.
Oh, we got what's that
Golly.
question? What was it?
Hold on.
The next one to talk about next is the leucistic. I'm saying that wrong, probably. Some dumb. Baryonyx. Oh, that one.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Ted,
A
Ted, do you know about that one, Ted?
Yeah, so I've seen the Mattel one that they came out with. If it was Hammond Collection articulation, I would be all up on that. But I think it's cool looking, like a pearlescent baryonyx.
It was
Is he
really
blind?
cool when they. Yeah, it only listens. It uses like just sound. That's it, and it like listens to this one guy like every order. That he made it purposely so it doesn't. It's almost like when you have like horses and you kind of put those,
Blinders.
on the blinders on their eyes. It's almost the same thing. Like it just listens to orders from like this
Cool.
scientist that created it. It was a pretty cool like because they're like experimenting now like with everything they can do genetically, and that's pretty much what Jurassic Park is really about. Is like that.
That's why the
whole-
Dilophosaurus
thank
had
God.
the thing. The Dilophosaurus in
yeah.
Jurassic Park. They didn't have that in real life.
No,
Didn't they use the what is that lizard that has that?
frill lizard or something.
Yeah, the one that
from Australia that runs.
he
like
runs
water.
on his hind legs. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they use.
Yeah. And especially the genetics as well of the slime that it like spits out. That we have no idea if it that it ever did that, and I don't think it ever.
I was so disappointed as a child when I realized that Dilophosaurus didn't look anything like it did in Jurassic Park with the cool frill and the spit, and it was just so bummer.
When I found out when I found out that the actual real Dilophosaurus is like 20 feet long, like 6 times the size of that one in Jurassic, I was like, oh wow, like when are we gonna see a version of it like large? Because for a long time I thought it was a juvenile, but nah, they're just small in the movies, and I think that was Spielberg's decision because he didn't want to compare it to a raptor.
Right.
But, oh no. So let's see what else we got here in the comments, and then I think because we've talked about everything that we were kind of trying to talk about.
Like 90% not talking about chaos effect.
Hey, we did the job, right, Brad?
It was a small line. It had a small run. There's only so much you can say about it. The old bait and switch.
Yeah, but the people that know, you know how awesome it was, man. It was very, very short lived because like it was out in the shelves and then it wasn't in the shelves anymore. It was like quick when it was out there. And if you got some of those toys, cool. But a lot of them, like they're hard to get too, because they didn't. I don't think it was a big line. I don't think it was like the original 2 lines, right? It was just like a few. They're like, here, let's throw like 10 out there, and that's it.
Yeah, right.
But you got a comment right there from Casey.
You
want to read it?
What's he say? Oh yeah, like a prequel to Jurassic Park. That would be cool. Yeah, we talked about that. Whereas like set back in the 80s, and it's like a young Hammond, and we've talked about how cool it would have been to have the T-Rex Turner and Jaws Jackson and Harpoon Harrison as characters back, and like they were like the park dudes back in the 80s, like bring the dino trackers in or whatever. I thought that would be pretty rad.
Yeah, that would be cool to have like a prequel series and show us how it got started. Because like in all honesty, one of the best things about Jurassic World was seeing a functioning park, and after seeing that, what I've always wanted to see as well was like, how did they start it? How did they build it?
Yeah.
And I think in Rebirth, they're going back and showing us like some of the first starts of it, but they're going a different route with it. I want to see like Hammond, like, why isn't its cage? Why is the dinosaur not in there? Well, sir, it's not safe yet. Get him in there. Like,
yeah, right.
We gotta open this park next week.
I would love that. I would love just a mini series of the prequel to Jurassic Park, because I'm old and I just want to watch people sit around and talk. Like, I love that. Like, my favorite scene in Jurassic Park now is like an adult is like when they're all sitting around the lunch table and they're just talking about the ethics of Jurassic Park. I love that kind of stuff. So, I mean,
yeah, my favorite is the other talking scene between Hammond and Ellie in the restaurant. I love that scene. Like if you look back here, you see it, the sign, Petticoat
Lane. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I like, it's a great like conversation that he has, and it shows how lost he is in his dream, that like, dude, it didn't work out. Like, and when he says next time it will be flawless, that right there resonates, where it's like, you still don't see it, man. You still don't see like how dangerous it is what you did. He still thinks it's like, I could fix it. I could patch it up. It's fine. We'll open next week. Like, no, it's done. And the realization of him actually seeing that it's over is at the end of the film, when he's standing there and he's like looking, and they're by the helicopter, and then Grant like walks up to him and like pats him on the shoulder, and you see him like get startled. He jumps because he's just seeing his entire dream just shattered. That's, I think, when he has the real realization that it's over. Like, he'll say certain things, but like in that moment, that's when you're like, yeah, it's done. But
such a good movie.
It's so good.
Now I want to watch it. I want to watch it, but it's so late.
Yeah, it is. Old. Yeah, I think we'll be probably getting back in our time machines in a bit, rolling on out.
Going back to our boring lives.
Yeah, because what was it? The art that I created for the Jurassic Adventures? It's us on top of a Barbasol can because of
where it's a play on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures.
Yeah,
we ripped that off. So it just so happens that my name is Ted, which works out perfect because it's Jay and Ted's Jurassic Adventures.
Exactly. That was the whole
We're so
thing.
Original.
So then when we did that, I was like, all right. And I think also the image of us, we both always had beards, like big beards.
Yeah.
Sorry,
my cat.
crazy.
That's cool. I should have filled the awkward silence, but I just was also silent. Watching
you
what
just
you were
you
doing.
just said it.
I even held my breath and went. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, we and then we both always had beards. So then, like, the image that I put was us, like, with beards, our hats backwards, sitting on top of a Barbasol can. Because in Bill and Ted, they're sitting on top of, what is it, like a phone booth?
Like a phone booth, yeah. Payphone booth, man. Oh, it somebody said something about this reminds me, the Jurassic. I've been watching the Lego Jurassic World series. I love the Jurassic World Lego game, and my daughter, like, she grew up playing that Lego game. That thing is so much fun. Like, just going through all of the movies as Lego characters. Like, I don't really care about Lego or anything like that, but like that game for me, it's just like, it's so much fun. Just going around and finding all the Easter eggs, like the Jurassic Park 3 one, it's just a blast, man.
They have to make like another one with that, like, for the new movies, because that game is so much fun. I had more fun with that game than the Telltale game that they had back in the day. Like, it was fun to, like, go through the different movies and built up, and it's very comedic too. Like, like, especially the fight between the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus. You see, like, all these, like, funny things happening. So it's, like, fun for kids as well, but as an adult, you totally enjoy it.
Yeah.
So,
like,
fun.
even like going around and unlocking characters,
there it is.
like deep. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. There we go.
Yeah, there it is. Us sitting on top of the Barbasol can.
How long ago was that? Does that say how many years ago was that? Is that like 8 years?
I don't know. I can't see it because it's, like, really, really small.
That was a long time ago.
7 years, man. Ago. 7 years. Oh.
Was that our last one or was that our first one? Because we've only done 2, right? 2 or 3? I think 2, maybe.
We did like 2 or 3, I think. Yeah.
We never did live streams like this. We always just did podcasts. We never did like a live stream on YouTube. 7 years ago. Holy cow! I've known you a long time.
Oh yeah, same, man.
And we've only met in person once.
Yeah, one time in New York.
Yeah, we hung out in New York. That was fun.
That was fun, man. It was cool. It was cool to sit down and chat and actually, like.
I know, right? Just at a hotel bar.
You, man.
Yeah,
I got to go visit you in Georgia, man.
Yeah.
I've told my girlfriend about it, going down there and meeting up with you. Because look, definitely. We did 4.
We did more. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And then we took a 40-year hiatus, and now we're back. Oh boy!
Now we're back.
Hey, that's the Red Rex arms that I sent to Brad. There it is right there. Brad, I still have I have a belly piece for your Red Rex if you still need that. I need to send that to you.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I think this was a great chat. We stayed pretty good on topic to a certain degree.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. I'm trying to make sure I didn't see anything in the comments. My daughter's still awake. I'd force him to play with me. Go to bed. Yeah, we stayed on topic. Decent. We talked Chaos Effect. So.
Oh, Jurassic Dave, what's up, man?
Oh, there he is. Yeah. He's just not getting here, or is he?
Oh, I don't know. We've really not hit the comments that much. Thank you to our host that's been, like, putting us.
God, Brad's probably like, I just want to go to bed. I don't feel good. Get your own YouTube channel and live stream your own shows.
We might.
Once I figure out how to do it, Brad, I'll do it. I'll do it on my channel.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it, man.
I'm not good at it.
You can. Yeah, no, I think, in all honesty, if we did it on our own, it would be very disastrous. But
we would never even. I would just close the chat out completely because I can't even keep up with it. I'm afraid to touch my computer. I'm gonna exit out or something. We need more people with us. We need 2 more people in on the show with us, and one person can just be.
Yeah, we need assistance.
Yeah,
we definitely do.
Horrible.
and
Oh, Dave just got out here. You didn't miss anything, Dave. It's fine. You're doing fine.
Yeah, no, we just been rambling on for almost 2 hours. That's what we do.
Oh, man.
Some Chaos Effect, some Ghostbuster talk at one point. Talking about but I think we covered a lot of cool stuff that we haven't talked about in a while, so that was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Ted,
it's fun just hanging out, man. I mean, it's just fun hanging out. It's like when you hang out on Instagram and it's just like pictures and you like it and you make a comment or something like that. But it's like being able to sit down and just have a conversation. I mean, I think that's
exactly. That's always the best.
Need to do it.
We should definitely we should definitely do this again, like not 7 years later.
Yeah.
We just have to plan it. We have to plan it. We can't, you know what I mean? We planned this one. We said like, okay, does this day work for everyone? Good. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like I had forgotten and I thought it was Wednesday that we were doing it. So I had got everything set up down here and I was like, all right, we're going to do this and I'm ready to go. Test 1, 2. And I was like, wait a minute, let me check that message because he said it was 9:00. We're going to do this and I've got to drink some coffee so I can stay awake. And then I was like, I looked at it and I saw that you had sent me a text and you were like, yo, or whatever. And I was like, yo, what up? And I thought you were like, you going to be ready tonight? And you're like, yeah, you ready for tomorrow night? I'm like, oh, it's not tonight. It's tomorrow night. So yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man.
So 3 more Jurassic World movies, and we'll get together again. What's that gonna be like? Another 10 years, probably 10-year reunion. We'll do it after Jurassic World Rebirth 3.
It's gotta be sooner than that, man.
Well, we have to get together after or leading up to Rebirth, or if like new stuff drops.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool to like. Man, I wish that they had like I did see somewhere. It might be a rumor or it might be just not true at all, but I did see somewhere something about a Jurassic Con, and that would be cool, man, to have like a convention for Jurassic fans.
Yeah.
Most likely that would probably be on the West Coast because they never do anything on the East, man. Yeah. We're always snubbed out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, man, it'd be cool to have another, at least like Jurassic exhibition where a lot of fans met up for the first time.
Yeah.
We got to do something like that, man, because it'd be cool to hang out. Like we should all hang out, you know?
Yeah,
it'd be awesome.
That'd be fun.
But yeah. So where can people find you, Ted? And what are you working on? Well, I know you said you're working on some of those things, but like give the people some.
I'm not working on anything. Good night. No, I mean, I post a lot on Instagram, and I got my YouTube channel, Jurassic Junkie. There I am. Look at that, 7,000 followers, man. Awesome. Yeah. So I primarily am just on. I do a lot on Instagram, and then I'll occasionally post stuff on YouTube. So if you want to learn how to paint decently, like me, you can go and watch my videos and try to figure out something. There's something there for everybody.
Ted's the best. He's helped me a lot with a lot of the painting dinosaurs. Remember when I called you with the emergency when I really messed up the helicopter?
Yeah.
Dude,
they don't even make it anymore. Did you ever fix it?
No, man. Yeah, it's kind of fixed. I just have to add the decals on it. And what did happen that sucked was the paint stripper that one of the ones that we're using, it got onto the windows and it fogged the windows. All the windows are fogged. Oh yeah. So I have to either replace them, which I have some acrylic that I think I could be able to replace them with, or I don't know. I don't know how to.
I popped the windows out. I think I popped the windows out, or some of them at least.
Yeah, I popped I popped out most of them, but there's ones that are like literally like glued into the door, and I felt like I was gonna break them if I took them out, and they ended up staying on there. And some of when I was getting the paint off, some of it actually rubbed onto some of the window, and what it ended up doing was fogging it and melting it. It has like almost like melting streaks. And it sucks because like the rest of it looks pretty good, but so I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. And so it's kind of just been sitting there, honestly. And water decals are so hard to put on.
Yeah, they're annoying. They're annoying.
Very annoying. Especially what I'm doing with them. I'm doing the thin lines on the helicopter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Water decals, and it's
Oh God.
almost impossible. Yeah. Like I know why looking at yours, I'm like, yeah, he didn't want to deal with this.
That's why I didn't do it. I just painted them on.
Yeah, it's so
But
annoying.
I'm not a little. I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
So yeah, I'm not doing anything. There I am. There you are. You know where to find us.
Yep.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
We're part of the
I'm
Jurassic
on,
community. You know us.
Yeah.
We're always there. We're always doing something Jurassic. My page is kind of coming back from the dead. It's been pretty
Good.
Yeah, so. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Me and Ted talking about, something about Chaos Effect.
Wasting 2 hours of your night. Go to bed. I'm just kidding, guys.
We
I
all
love
had
you
fun.
all.
We all had a blast. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining us, man. I know this was it's something different. Like I know you guys probably miss Brad. You guys probably miss Brad.
They missed the structure of the Jurassic Park podcast.
Yes, this is Chaos Effect. This is the Chaos Effect of this podcast.
Oh boy.
Yeah, guys, it's been fun. You guys both saw our handles online and stuff. Go, of course, follow Ted and all his cool repaints and beautiful like toy photography that he does. See, Blue Furry Designs. Thank you for the fun podcast. That's what we try to have, man. We try to have fun. Our podcast, like me and Ted's, we have no structure. We just try to have fun and have a blast and just talk about all this Jurassic nonsense.
You rock, Dakota.
Thanks, Dakota. See, we
Replay squad.
We got a couple like last minute comments coming in.
My daughter's still just spamming the chat. Go to bed.
So fun. I mean, Brad in the background bringing up things. Yeah, Brad's been doing all the work, man. Even though he's
that's not us.
Like, that's not us, man.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that. I was trying to show you a picture on my phone screen.
Oh
yeah. No, that's Brad. All Brad, man.
Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night, and you'll see us again. Hopefully, not in 10 years. Probably a couple weeks,
7
maybe months. We'll see. We'll see. We'll do the 14-year wait between Jurassic movies.
Be like 55 by then. Oh my God.
Life will not be contained. Life breaks free, it expands to new territories, and crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously, but there it is. There it is. I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
That'll do it for another episode of the Jurassic Park podcast. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining in this love of the Jurassic franchise, the nostalgia, the toys, the hybrids, all that stuff. We had a great time in the live stream the other night, and you got to keep your eyes out. You never know what kind of a random live stream we might be putting out there on the feed. So you got your typical Wednesday nights with me, and sometimes some guests here and there. But you know what? You might get more stuff like this popping up soon. So keep your eyes peeled, and thank you for listening to this. If you watched it in the YouTube feed, thank you so much. And of course, a huge thank you goes out to Jay for getting this, established, getting it going again. And it was so great to have Jay kind of at the forefront of getting this happening again with Ted. And so much thanks to Ted for always being so kind to join us on the show. And I've had so many great conversations with him over the years, whether it's on Victoria's Cantina Chatter and other places. And Ted's a great dude. He's done such incredible work over on YouTube and Instagram and even Beyond the Gates this past season with the Creator Edition. So yes, go check out all of Ted's work. He does some incredible stuff. So just go look for the Jurassic Junkie out there. And thank you, Ted. Appreciate it. And as always, a huge thank you goes out to our podcast host, Podomatic, for giving us a place to upload the podcast each and every week. You know what? Sometimes you just want to go up in this higher register and you realize it doesn't work. But everybody out there, please know that you matter. Please stay safe, be kind, fight for representation, change, and equality in the Jurassic franchise, but more importantly, outside of it, in the real world. We need it these days. Let's make sure to make this world a better place. I'm going to go ahead and hand things off to myself for the outro. Take it away.
Saddle up, let's get this movable feast underway.
Continue the conversation with us on Threads and Instagram. Watch our content on TikTok and YouTube. Find us on the web at JurassicParkPodcast.com. You'll find today's episode show notes, articles, contributor bios, and so much more. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, our website, and wherever else podcasts are found. So please be sure to follow along and share with your friends, family, and fellow Jurassic fans. If you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We will read your Apple reviews at the end of most episodes, so be sure to spare no expense. Don't miss our Wednesday night live streams, toy hunts, reviews, in-depth bonus content, gameplay, event and theme park coverage on our YouTube channel. If you want to get a hold of us or participate in the Jurassic Mailbag, you can fill out the contact form on our website or send emails and MP3s to JurassicParkPod@gmail.com. Feel free to call our voicemail line at any time to leave us a message or just to say hi. That number is 732-825-7763. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, enjoy. In episode 407, we have a great conversation from Jaye Jurassic. I can't do this.